Hi ho, it's Cherribo. Got a little bit of a remixing morbid video for you guys. Basically, I want to talk about the state of the remixing community and what my and a few of my remixing friends' opinions are on it. As you all know, I have been initially a Sparta remixer for now 5+ years, and it's been a fun ride. More recently, it's been quite on the decline, both my motivation to make remixes and the support to make them, but also the community itself. And so I wanted to talk to other remixers to get their opinions on what they think of the remixing community. Let's do it. There we go. Do you still enjoy
Okay.
remixing to this day? If so, name a pro and con.
I do still enjoy remixing. It's something that I've done for like 3 years now. Technically, it started in 2018, where I kind of was bad at it. I had inspiration like you, Talon, Alex, and Jario doing their remixes, and I just decided, hey, let's start doing this. And then up to now, I've definitely not had the idea to quit doing it, but I've definitely had sort of the thought in the back of my mind, well, maybe I should distance myself from it a little bit.
Right.
So the main pro that I have with it is
There is no pro. Oh, you're muted. Oh, there you go.
the main pro that I have is the main fact that you get to make them. You get to, like, a lot of people see it sometimes. Usually the source choice that you use for it definitely stands out to a lot of people, which brings in a lot of views, which is kind of the main reason people do it. And then the con is that, like, a lot of people, if you don't have a watermark, and even if you do have a watermark, your stuff gets stolen a lot, and that sucks. We don't want that.
Yeah, especially
And
if you're monetized too.
exactly, because then it's basically like they're stealing money from you, and that's not what we're trying to do. We need If we're monetizing our remixes to get money, then why are people stealing it?
Right.
And the fact is that some of these are like kids. Some of these
A
are
lot,
like people who's like
a lot
they're
of them
just
are
like,
kids.
yeah, a lot of them are kids. Like, okay, so like one that I had to copyright strike a lot. He's young, but he stole a lot of my remixes. Like, it wasn't like a big amount, but it was like enough to where I'm like, okay, this has to stop.
Hmm.
You know, so it definitely sucks. That's probably my biggest con so far, is people stealing remixes. But then the pro is that you're making people happy
Right.
with
Yeah.
these.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. It's always nice to like feel good because you make others feel good. Good. If you'll feel good by making others feel better. Like that's kind of my philosophy as a content creator and as a remixer. But I completely agree with you on that con. It's like even with a watermark, and this most of my complaints go back to the 2,000 subscriber special remix, which was, if I'm correct, the last remix that I made without a watermark because of the people stealing it. And if you don't remember the whole issue, people watching this video, or even Fred himself right here, if you guys don't remember the issue where my money, not that it's important, but the money went into escrow for like a whole month to a bot account that re-uploaded my thing as real music and put it out there on the internet. That's part of the reason why I got a lot of views because people outside of the remixing community saw it. But it was a complete fluke, and it really screwed up a lot of things in my life for that month. Do you believe the remixing community is falling or has fallen apart? If so, why is that?
Ooh. That It's not really a hard question, but it's kind of dependent on how you look at things. Because from a remixing standpoint, you definitely see the community falling quite a bit. But
Infinitely
then from the
falling. Infinite
yes,
momentum.
infinitely falling. It's like the black void
Yeah.
and the point of no return. But then from like people who just watch them for fun, it definitely doesn't seem like that because you're seeing remixes everywhere. They're coming out with new remixes every time, but then when you actually get inside of it, you see a whole different perspective of things.
So would you argue that like the difference between being a creator, being a remixer, and a viewer is kind of like the defining factor in that statement?
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, because like I feel like a lot of people don't understand remixers on the inside unless they're live streaming the remix, which a lot of remixers don't do, and I highly encourage them to do. But a lot of remixers out there don't really live stream or do as much previews as they used to. I mean, I definitely have live streamed some remixes in the past, not as of recently, as of late. But, you know, I do that because I want people to understand, you know, the difficulty of making a remix. Because I feel like some people expect you to make them, like, daily. I mean, I know Fred's probably, like, you were, like, one of the fastest remixers I've ever met. Not only fastest, but the most, like, proficient and most efficient. So, like, you're able to make, like, bangers and in no time. Like, I've seen you upload, like, a remix every day for, like, a whole week before. Obviously, no chorus, because that's not your thing. But, you know, you do these crazy things and you do them so quickly, but at the same time I can only imagine what you're going through behind the scenes.
Technically not a lot, but there are some points where I've just had to take a week break just so I can catch up on stuff like school or like personal stuff for like personal reasons and all that stuff. But yeah, chorus is not really my thing. Sometimes, a lot of times I'll do it just because, but then sometimes I don't do it just because, like, I just don't really feel like this needs a chorus.
Right, yeah. And I actually took some inspiration from you on the GSC Call of Duty Vanguard remix that I made, what was it, like a month or two ago, where I didn't do any chorus. And people actually liked that, and I don't know, because some people said they missed the chorus, some people said they don't, but I don't know. That's really just kind of a pick and choose thing. Do you think the community's gonna, like, completely fall apart at any point in time? Like, what would you, not to bring bad mojo, but what would you think would be like the last year for remixing?
I can't come up with like a specific time because it's kind of hard to tell. We've had something like this before in like 2012, 2013, but then we've kind of got back into it, so it's kind of hard to say if this is going to be like the same kind of thing or if it actually is going to officially die off. It's very hard to tell.
Because I definitely want to like tag one of your remixes recently, and I actually really liked it because I was really baffled by the beginning quote of it, and it turned out to be a banger. You remixed that one guy who reacts to like YTPs, and
yeah, Driver Through Joe.
Yeah, out the gate, he said, "Huh, you know, I haven't seen a Sparta remix in 2021. You know, I haven't seen that for many years. That's proof of concept as to how old remixes are, and not that we should necessarily neglect remixes and move on with our lives, but that some remixers just can't take it anymore."
Yeah.
You know, it's an old thing. It's been around, as Macedonian Spartan said, it's been around pretty much since the start of YouTube. And it's great that it's going this long, but what, you know, think about the people, for example, like Nami Gaga, who somehow still remixes. I have no idea how she can. She almost has 1 million subscribers. She's been on YouTube for a long time, but she doesn't just do remixes. She does music, she does animations, she does some gaming content. Like, that's the kind of person I want to be, and I feel like a lot of remixers, unfortunately, in Macedonian Spartan's case, his case makes sense because he wants to focus on school and stuff. If remixing just up and died tomorrow. But like, you know, a lot of remixers who only remix, I feel really bad for them because let's say remixing just straight up ups and leaves, right? What do they have left? What are they going to fall back to, if anything, on YouTube? You know, people like AJSR, who's vibing right now, making money to some extent, you know, making remixes. What if remixing just dies? What if it's like completely irrelevant to remix? Like, you guys have seen my videos that get 20 views in 5 hours that bomb. What if remixes turn into that? You know, what are you gonna do?
Another point I kind of want to bring up.
Sure, go ahead.
It's also the fact, like, because like how you said, Driver Through Joe has seen, like, oh yeah, probably never seen a remix in 2021 before, but then the other thing is that this year, or at least the past few months, have been a really good time, specifically kind of for me, for the fact that people have seen the remixes that I've made, because you've got
Jimmy here.
You've got Jimmy here, who reacted to 2 of my remixes.
That's awesome.
You have Johnny Blocks, who's reacted to all 3 of my remixes. Nice. You've got Baddington, who reacted to the remix inspired by the remix that you made.
Wait,
the
wait, what?
the Vanguard
Oh,
VSC remix.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a really good one. I saw that not
And
too long ago.
and then Dashi had Iron Mouse and Neander.
Oh, I love that one. Ooh.
Yeah, reacting to both the remixes on them. So I mean, mainly the past few months have been a pretty good time for other people to see their remixes, not just Sparta remixes of them, but like Sparta remixes in general.
It's good discoverability. We need it.
Yes.
Well, if you were to quit remixing by the end of 2021, or at least take a break, and not just like I'm taking a week or a month off, like taking like months off, what content, preferably mainstream, would you make?
Gaming. It would have to be gaming. Of course, like anytime soon, I don't really plan on quitting remixing. I don't plan on leaving the community probably anytime soon, but I do plan on distancing myself in the future, mainly to that months in extent. And just to make up for all the things that I'm missing, the daily uploads, I would have to switch to gaming, because I also like to do gaming. And on my channel specifically, whenever I have clips up of gaming, they do almost the same as as like a regular remix. They still make like hundreds of views.
I can pull that. It just takes 3 times as long because the algorithm is so gung-ho on pushing out my remixes, but nothing else.
Yeah.
Gotta break the algorithm, man. Well, thanks, Fred, for, taking part in this video and in this interview.
Thank you for having me, though.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say to this video? Subscribe to Roblox!
No, please subscribe. I need, please.
Well, thanks for being here, dog. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Hello, my name is Master Spartan. So, do I still enjoy remixing to this day? And a pro and con. I do enjoy remixing. It's pretty fun, but there's times when I just I can't be bothered, or I spend a huge break because of uni and work. But overall, it's pretty good. Do I believe the remixing community has fallen or is falling? I mean, remixing started when YouTube started, but it's definitely fallen. But there's still guys out there that does it, and I don't know. I feel like give it another 5 years and it'll be dead, but we'll see. And if I was going to quit remixing by the end of 2021 or take a break, what content would I make? Probably nothing. I'm at work, I'm at uni, I'm pretty busy with my life, and I've got my own stuff. So if I was going to quit remixing or take a break, I'd probably quit, to be honest, because I've just got work and uni and my entire life. So to be honest, it's fun, but I have to quit at some point, or at least take a huge break. But yeah, thanks for having me though. Yeah, thank you.
Alright. Hi ho, it's Cherribo, and I'm going to answer these 3 questions that I interviewed Fred and Macedonian Spartan with. So, number 1, do you still enjoy remixing to this day? If so, name a pro and a con. So yeah, I do enjoy remixing still. It takes a lot of time to make them, especially considering I don't do, the authentic way of remixing or the normal way of remixing, which would be using FL Studio. I don't use it that much. I'm more of a vanilla remixer, and so that's what I do. It is fun though. The community definitely supports the content. It's very fun to do, but it also does suck when, you put in a lot of work, and it's a lot. Do you believe the remixing community has fallen or is falling apart? Why is that? So Actually, recently, as of recording this, I just got invited to a random group of people who are all pretty proficient remixers. It's just a random group chat on Discord. And so that and a few other reasons make me believe that the community has not fallen apart yet. maybe it is falling apart. It's obviously less popular, but I think we're starting to see a little bit of a resurgence with these big content creators finally, you know, seeing these Sparta remixes and being like, oh my god, it's 2009, it's 2013 again, and I think it's a good thing, you know, to build off of. If you were to quit remixing by the end of 2021, or at least take a break, what content mainstream would you make? So I think we've already talked about this, but I'll say it again. The content I plan on making is more esport, real sport, vlogs kind of deal. I do want to quit remixing, but seeing how loving the community is and people knowing me for remixes, mostly piggy remixes, let's try to forget that, I would still have to say, you know, it's probably better that we not completely ditch it, but at least be a lot less consistent. You know, maybe limit it to subscriber specials, holiday specials, collabs. But if you guys want to see more remixes, make sure to comment down below and answer my upcoming poll of whether I should put them on a different channel or this channel. You know, I do enjoy putting them on this channel, but I do want to be a little bit more professional with this, and so it's going to be a little bit awkward to kind of do all this content and remixing, but I've been doing it for 5 years, so, you know, I think that's one thing that you guys maybe take a little bit for granted, is that I've been doing this for 5 years, obviously not as much as like these really, really proficient remixers, but for me, I feel like I'm getting my engagement back up now, so people are actually caring to watch my content and listen to me, and so I feel like, you know, I'm not trying to sound conceited, and I apologize if I'm offending anyone, if I seem self-entitled, but now this coming year I want to focus on growth, and remixing is not designed to get growth, it's designed to get numbers, it's designed to get views. So, am I fully quitting? I don't know yet. I'm definitely going to take a break for a little bit, and we'll see. So, thanks for watching this video, thanks for watching this interview. Adios.